The CFP, is it completely out of the question for Ohio State? Chris, tell us what needs to happen in order for Ohio State to make the CFP. And this is my question to all of you in the chat. Now that we've lost this game, do you even want to see this team in the CFP? That's my question. Do you even want to see it? If you do, why? If not, why not? Chris, what's the scenario?
Okay, so we almost got a lot of help last night, Eric. We really did. Because there was two teams that were on the verge of falling last night in Washington and Alabama, and neither one of them went down. Alabama, I don't know if you guys watched the Iron Bowl or not, but that was, wow.
That was crazy.
That was a wild finish to that one.
Yep.
But anyhow, so what's going to happen in order for got to happen in order for Ohio State to get in is this. You have to have losses by Florida State, Texas, and Oregon in their final game for Ohio State to get in.
Okay.
You know, now I've seen predictions that Ohio State's going to be anywhere from 6th to 8th in the rankings.
Say that again. We need losses from who?
Oregon
Okay.
has to lose to Washington.
So Washington needs to beat Oregon again.
Florida State needs to be downed by Louisville.
Louisville needs to beat Florida State. Got it.
And then Texas has to lose to Oklahoma State.
I think there's one more in there, too.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. There's a fourth one. Alabama has to fall to Georgia.
There you go. Georgia's got to beat Alabama.
And I was just talking about the Alabama thing. Maybe that's why I forgot to mention it. Yes, Alabama has to fall to Georgia. Because this is what it comes down to. Of the one-loss teams in that scenario where all those teams fall, Ohio State does have the strongest strength of schedule. Alabama is close, but they would then have 2 losses.
Right.
So, and they've never put a 2-loss team into the CFP.
We would have what is considered the best loss.
We would have the best loss.
Yeah. And we would be a 4th seed playing Georgia again in a rematch.
Some people
really
are
want
saying,
to see that?
Bowers is out for the season, so yeah, I'll take it.
Well, this is the thing. Some people are saying, well, Ohio State might get in ahead of Texas even if they both have 1 loss. Yes, Ohio State would have the best loss. Texas would have the best win and a tie and a conference championship if they win. Texas would get in over Ohio State, cut and dry.
Mm-hmm.
So those 4 teams all have to lose in order for the Buckeyes to get in. Is it possible? I think Florida State. It's very possible Florida State goes down.
Yeah, they almost got beat by Florida last night.
I think that Texas could lose to Oklahoma State. Will they? I don't know, but they could. I also feel that, you know, it's not improbable that you see Oregon go down to Washington. The one that scares me the most is Alabama. After watching them in the Iron Bowl last night, I almost feel like this is, you know, we like to refer to our 2002 team as a team of destiny. After watching them scrape out a couple wins this year and scrape out that Iron Bowl game last night, it almost feels like something special could be happening for Alabama. And if they take down Georgia, you know they're in.
Yes.
So, and Georgia's not going to fall all the way out.
Nope.
The worst thing for all of college football is for Alabama to beat Georgia, because then 2 SEC teams are going to be in.
Exactly. Brian, there's no way that Michigan's going to lose to Iowa. I know you meant to put Iowa there. We're throwing Purdue in there because we're friends with the Purdue podcast. I got you. The NCAA is not going to block this team at this point.
No, what will happen, if anything, Eric, is down the road, if they decide that all these violations warrant it, they would be vacated wins. But it does nothing for anybody that they're going to face this year.
Let's see. Frank, I think you would find it hard to put a 1-loss OSU in 2 years in a row. Not if the alternative is a 2-loss Bama or a 1-loss Florida State team who doesn't have their starting quarterback, who lost to a 2-loss Louisville. There you go. How about the Boilers? Beautiful. Man, this is if your scenario comes true, Chris, you have Georgia 1, you
Yes.
have the team up north 2,
Yes.
you have Washington 3,
Yes.
and you would have Ohio State 4.
Setting up a rematch from last year.
Here's the thing. You know who I think might be the best team in college football, top to bottom?
Oregon.
Oregon.
At this
I
point, yeah.
I don't know that Washington's going to beat them again.
They play so fast. It's so physical.
They
They
that's the team. Like if Ohio State was still in this thing, that's the team where I'm like, boy, I want Georgia to get them in the first round, not us,
yeah.
because that team is for real. Let's see. In all seriousness, this football season with you guys has been a blast. Many more to come. Absolutely, Dylan. Looking forward to many more.
Hearts, Dylan.
So that's the scenario, guys. It's unlikely to happen. Is it possible? Yeah, but it's unlikely. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes this week with all of the conference championships. I do think Washington Oregon is the best game out there this week. I really do. I think Georgia Alabama will be interesting, but I think, in all seriousness, as Ohio State fans, it's hard to root for either one of them, but we have to root for Georgia if we want to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
can't, because if Alabama beats Georgia, I'm telling you, straight lace, they're both getting in.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They absolutely both getting in. Um, so that's the scenario we need to see happen, is what Chris laid out. Thank you, Chris, for that.